The terrorists we have, or the criminals that we have, they have already underrated the capability and capacity of the Nigerian military and Nigerian security agencies. And it's really clearly states to you that there is no coordination mechanism, there is no organization, there is no collaboration, partnership, and working coordination between the agencies of the government, as far as I'm concerned, especially the security agencies themselves. And also the communication system of the security agencies among themselves, or even within intra and inter system of the communication is either absence or is very, very poor. Otherwise, they couldn't have allowed all these things to happen, because we have not had anybody being demoted because of the poor performance or inability to repel either one or two attacks. Even the attack on the presidential convoy going to Katsina, even though that one is also a child play, because where the convoy was attacked has no relationship with the Daura community, where the president come and where the team were going. Even after repelling the attack, have you ever heard that Garba Shehu, the special advisor to the president on media and whatever, he said that 2 people were killed? Who are these 2 people? He said some were wounded. Where are the pictures of those who were wounded? Unfortunately and unfortunately, just to tell you that something is really planned. That attack was planned and it was intelligently mobilized and motivated. No single bandit, no single attacker or bandit was arrested. No single AK-47 or ordinary 2-round rifle was recovered from that attack. And if you don't know how mighty the presidential convoy is, just look at the president when he is going to the airport. And that is just a smaller portion of that team of convoy going to Daura when he is going for Salah. Because when he is going to Salah, going for any activity in Daura, it is just like a talk of war between Russia. At the eve of the day, Russia was attacking Israel. If you remember those machineries, armaments that you see, that is how the presidential convoy moved to Daura. Okay. We better stop deceiving ourselves. We already have an alternative government in Nigeria. We have formal government and informal government, because there are huge amount of ungoverned spaces which is not under Buhari administration. They are going to take control of Abuja if care is not taken. If at all they have confidence and courage to attack the convoy of the president, to come to Kuje, very close to the airport, despite the Tucano. Remember, Buhari said that they have bought Tucano, and that Tucano fighter jet is expected to use in order to finish all the militants, all the military activities, including the ESN, the Boko Haram, the Northwest, the North Central, the South, wherever you have criminality. But yet, from the inception, from the day that he launched the Tucano, we never hear Tucano again. We didn't see Tucano on air. We didn't see Tucano dealing with Kuje prison attack. We didn't see Tucano dealing with Plateau prison attack. Still Tucano is sleeping somewhere, while bandits and the kidnappers are busy killing people less than 3 kilometers from the Zamfara State Gamma House. Less than 30 kilometers from the Zamfara State Gamma House. Less than 10 kilometers from all the barracks, the 2 barracks that you have in Zamfara. Less than 10-15 kilometers to the Air Force base in Gusau in Zamfara State. So all this to Kano, and all those armament that they have made mention that they have bought, we have not seen them in action, and we are yet to know where they are. Going by the total amount of money demanded by the bandits, you know, remember, they were given us, if you look at the Daily Trust of I think 2 days ago or 3 days, it have carried information that 800 million was deposited to them. Who knows how much was deposited when the managing director of the Nigerian Agricultural Bank of Agriculture was released? Who knows how much was deposited when 11 other people was released? In 2019 alone, it was reported by the Office of the Auditor General that 80,000 or above of arms and ammunitions were missing in the police armories across board. So if at all it is real, then how many arms were missing in the military armory? How many missing in the custom armory? How many missing in the immigration armory? So it means there is connivance between the criminals and others.
It calls for proper scrutiny of our security personnel, because an attack of such magnitude, required a better investigation of such issues. Before this attack, there must be a compromise that have already been aired to the hearings of others. So it's a compromise that should require immediate consequences. And then the personnel are not even being bothered, because what happened is just a case of hundreds among what have just a little of what has happened among the hundreds. We have seen that before now. When you arrest some criminals, they tell you how they are able to collaborate with some of the security personnel to succeed in these activities. These issues did not just happen. Even the natives there have information of how these things happened, and then they know those that are even compromised to an extent, because there were intelligence reports that things, those and some people are in the forest that they should have responded to, but they never do that. Now, what is the position of the Minister of Defense? What is the position of the Minister of Interior? The Minister of Defense, if you see him, look at this person. What is the security he has provided for Nigerians, apart from telling Nigerians they are on top of the situation? They are going to do something. So the insecurity of those even in appointment in authority are even worse. Talk more of trying to secure security for Nigerians, over 200-something million populations. You want to secure security for them when you have not been able to provide security for yourself. What happened is a clear case that government is not being able to provide security for themselves as well, because these are government facilities that should be able to, that they should have been able to provide security for inmates, but their inability to even provide security for those things shows that government cannot even provide security for themselves. Every terrorist organization have a chain. I have always said that the leadership chain must be broken. Are you in me? They have the leadership cell. It is into cells. These are their cells. Reason they are demanding for huge amount of money is because the leadership cells is in need of this money. The tactical cells don't need anything for this. This money is just those in authority that have compromised to an extent to get themselves rich the more. Not because they want to procure anything. They have already procured the arms for them. They have already procured it. Money meant for arms that are supposed to fight terrorism have been diverted into personal funds, and this money in turn have been used in procurement of arms for these bad guys. So what they are getting now is not just for any election, it's not for any coup, it's not just to get any structure, it's to get the best they can get now and leave office. That's what they're doing.